Hey guys, welcome back to Filipino Time. And here we are today for the part 2 with Doc Gio. And we're gonna talk about his Seiko obsession. And little known to everyone, Doc Gio is also into modding. So it was something interesting for us to learn that a spine surgeon in his free time is still operating on other pieces. So tell us a little bit, Doc Gio, about, so you've graduated from strap and bracelet changes and now you're heading into taking pieces apart?
Yeah, I started taking out the bezel, the case back, the crown, the movement itself, and then the hands. I haven't done the dial. I haven't
Okay.
took out the dial yet, but I think it's fairly easy because once you take out the hands, you can take out the dial. But I'm just too afraid of touching the dial because it might get marks.
Okay.
So maybe when I get accustomed to to modding the watch itself, maybe time will tell. So we'll see.
So we wanted to start off Doc Gio's collection, Seiko collection with his BMBY.
Yes. Yes, this is the 6306 Scubapro 450. I think this was the thing that's special is that this was on a limited run, and it's the first collaboration with a dive, I think company. You could say dive company.
Mhm.
So what's so special is that not only is it a limited edition watch, but it's my birth month, birth year watch. So when
Do you
this-
actually wear it?
I wore it recently because it was my birthday. So
Oh, belated happy birthday.
Thank you. So well, from time to time, yes, I do use it. Do use it sa clinic. No,
Mhm.
I don't use it naman to go diving.
Not yet.
I wouldn't use it.
So once again,
Diving.
a famous moniker on Filipino Time: divers that are afraid of water.
So when this popped out in the marketplace, sabi ko, that's it. Sabi ko, that's my baby.
Was it a challenge or were you able to get it right away?
I asked some members,
Okay.
is this a good catch? Ganun, sabi ko ganyan. Because this is my BMBY. And then, I think they toy messaged me also, get that. Get that. Sabi ko, wala na. I texted the seller, Luke.
Yeah.
Luke, sabi ko, can I get it? It's my BMBY. Sabi ko, sure. That's it.
So a lot of the enablers are very familiar with this gentleman on my right. I'm not sure what percent of the SWCP marketplace economy he's responsible for. So tell us about
Yeah.
the tuna can.
Yeah. So I actually got this tuna can because of this watch.
Okay. So it also has the Scubapro.
Yes, it is. It's also a limited edition watch. I think they released 300 pieces of this
Nice.
in 1999.
Okay.
I think these are only the two watches that had the collaboration with Scubapro.
Okay.
So this one was limited because I think this came out 78, 79. They generally believe that it was out for 1 year.
Okay.
And this one, 300 pieces.
Nice.
So it has on it, an original rubber strap, the silicone strap. Because the original one, I actually, I'm not fond of using the original one because the rubber is hard.
Yeah. These new silicone straps are
really,
great.
really comfortable.
Yeah.
And the design of the wave vents of the original one was arch. I like this
I
one
see. I
better.
see. Okay, I know what
If
you
you
mean.
could get the chance to take a look at it online, it has a different rubber strap. I still have it. I got the complete set NOS condition. So
Great, great.
really a bargain.
And both of them, of course, being JDMs, I noticed they have the kanji wheel.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Limited to because of that the kanji day wheel.
Yeah. Okay, and here we have a beautiful piece, the Samurai Gen 1, and it's a limited edition from
Yeah,
Thailand.
these Thai guys are really nakakainis eh. When they release these watches, sobrang ganda kasi.
Yeah.
This is the what's this? SNM 017, I think.
Okay.
The white ninja samurai.
Okay.
So when I saw this at the SWCP page before, sabi ko, sobrang ganda naman ng design na to. It's different from the Gen 1 mainstream samurais because I think the indices are elevated.
Oh yeah, and there's no stainless or the metal part. It's all loom.
Yeah. Because of that, it's elevated. So the watch is like there's a 2 or 3 dimension thing
Okay.
going on with that
Yeah.
that dial, and I think they did a pretty good job with the color combinations. For
Yes,
this.
yes.
The red,
Very,
black,
very
gray,
good
white.
job.
Sabi ko, sobrang ganda nito. So this piece for me is like one of the pieces that are really eye-catching
Okay.
for me. I just had to have it. So when it popped up in the marketplace, sabi ko, nag-ano pa nga ako eh. I procrastinated for like 2 days.
I know. I read your comment. Procrastination is the worst enemy or something.
Worst enemy talaga. Worst enemy. Worst enemy.
Of
Kasi
course, to
sabi ko,
non-collectors, that would sound like a crazy person, right? But we understand each other here, right? Go ahead. Sorry.
So sabi ko, sa mga Seiko collections ko, there are 2 that really, sabi ko, I had a crush on with this one and the next piece.
Okay.
So sabi ko, this samurai talaga.
I just wanted to add some comments as well, and I myself have Gen 1, as he said, the mainstream Gen 1, and I also have the Gen 2, and well, some of the things that I fell in love with were, of course, the hands, and the second thing was, if you notice that instead of your usual 30, it's at the 25.
Yes,
And the 35.
I didn't realize that until now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and of course the original bracelet. Now it's a little bit different. You know, there's like a small link and a big link, but what really attracted me to the Gen 1 was when I looked at the side of the profile, and when you looked at the way these lugs with these studs come out, they kind of lost this.
Sa Gen 2.
Yeah,
Gen
yeah. I don't know why they went for a more plain finish, but on the Gen 1, actually, I like to look at my watch mostly from the
2 from
side.
the side.
Yeah.
Because it's different
Yes, yes.
compared to other profiles of the dive watches.
Beautiful piece. And next, of course, we have the silver sumo with the wave dial.
Mhm.
So did you use the mask?
No.
No.
But you know what? What's funny is that since it came out, since we saw that, my friends and I, who are also Seiko collectors, also
Yeah.
who are also doctors, sabi nila, ang ganda ng Seiko, and we had that hype thing going on within us. Sabi ko, yung iba na una na nagkaroon ng Seiko, ng silver sumo. So,
Yeah.
I wanted one too. I want one too. Ganyan. So like most of us sa Seiko tribe namin have the silver sumo.
Okay.
Sabi ko, maybe one day we could wear that mask. The diving mask.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
So I noticed you put on, is this an Angus Jubilee?
Yeah, it's an Angus Jubilee from Strapco. With
Yeah.
So it added more
Pop.
pop
Yeah.
for the watch compared to using the standard, the factory bracelet.
But I guess this would look really good with your white coat.
Yes, it does, but I rarely use actually my
Oh.
white coat because I also handle kids.
Oh, okay.
So when kids see the white coat,
Yeah, the white coat effect, right?
they go, no.
Yeah.
So among my Seiko collection, the silver sumo and that white samurai is
To get the most
One.
this time.
yeah for me. From me.
Yeah.
So for me, these are the most beautiful Seiko watches sa collection ko.
Do you have other Samis or other Sumos in your collection as
Yeah,
well?
I have the Blue Lagoon. That started the craze.
For the Gen 2 Sami.
Yes. I actually the Seiko craziness.
Okay.
There you go. When it came out, the Blue Lagoon, sabi ko, yun na. That's it. That started it.
I see.
Sunod-sunod
I
na
see.
yun. Yung Blue Lagoon.
And who was the brilliant person who introduced you to the Seiko
Also, doctor.
madness? Also, doctor.
a Siberian.
That's funny. That's funny.
I don't
Is
know
he
if
still
he-
your friend?
Of course. I don't know if he wants me to mention his name. You know who you are. So yun.
And then tell us about this reverse panda quartz, which it's the first time for me to see one in person, and the quality, the quality of Seiko pieces is really something else.
When this came out back in early 80s, yun yata yung start na ng quartz crisis eh. And
Okay.
Seiko managed to get money out of that era.
Yes, yes.
So this is the 7828 7100 model.
Okay.
It has a Pepsi bezel,
Yes.
blue dial, and a reverse panda thing with the subdials.
Yes.
So what's great about this is that for me, since it came out during the 80s, yung pop culture kasi ng 80s is so colorful eh.
Yes.
So
yes.
when I wear this, sabi ko, it brings me back to New Wave, to James Bond, to everything that is fun and colorful back in
The 80s, yeah.
1980s.
Yeah.
So it's also a milestone watch for Seiko, since when they released it, it was advertised as the world's first quartz
Okay.
quartz chronograph. And then what's so interesting and quirky about this piece, when you push the top rightmost button and when you see the sweep,
Wow, that's so cool.
That sub register over there, it's just wow.
Yeah,
Diba?
yeah,
Parang
yeah.
racing talaga.
And I just noticed the white hands. It's interesting, huh? It's very white to match the subdials.
This is not this is not restored. This
Yeah,
is
yeah, it looks like an NOS.
A really mint conditioned watch.
Was
when
it
I got
sourced here or abroad?
Here.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. So when do you wear this piece?
At home, at work.
Not with your Harutas or your Sperry's.
No.
Huli!
Huli kasi alam ko. Okay. Ano pa ba? 80s talaga is colorful at saka I think Seiko managed to bring this to mainstream pop culture because they collaborated with James Bond series with Roger Moore, with the also the 7828 models,
Okay.
the Alien movie franchise.
Yes, yes.
No, and they managed to bring back that time, I think from what I read, it was also partnered with F1 Honda Racing.
Okay.
The 7828 series. No, so for racing aficionados, this is really nice watch.
It is. And in this case, I don't know if you guys can see how slim that case is. So, it looks like it's really comfortable on the wrist.
Yes, it does. It's also a JDM piece.
Oh, yeah.
JDM, yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a JDM version of that particular model.
Fantastic. And of course, we have here Doc Gio's favorite watch that
Yes.
gets all the Pogi points
Yes.
internationally. So tell us about this one.
Yeah, this is the SBDX012 Marine Master. I think they released this the 50th anniversary of the 6159. It shares the watch case design from the 1968 watch case.
Yes.
even the color of the indices,
The gold.
the
and
gold.
actually, what I love is this little red dot here on the second hand.
Yes, the traffic
Yeah.
sweep hands.
Yes.
They paid great homage talaga to the original.
Yeah.
Now, I used this in one of my trips in the US just recently, and it just got so much attention from coming from the airport. Airports, actually two airports. Sabi ko, yung particularly the Caucasian guys, because I don't know if it's I think it's quite rare for them to see it in person.
Okay.
So I had second glances from them, and then they were complimenting me for the watch. Is that the Marine Master? That looks really cool up close and personal. So sabi ko, it was really odd because airport, the beach, I was getting second glances on this watch, eh. And one was like doing that thing at the corner of my eye. So sabi ko, and then asked me about the watch, and then we exchanged stories. Tapos sabi niya, in the future I wanted to have a Marine Master.
Yeah.
So it's just lucky for us that we could get this locally. We could see tawag dito, more chance to see it up close.
You
and
mentioned to
personal.
me you also have two more Marine Masters in the collection.
Yeah, I have the 017.
Yes.
That's my first Marine Master. And no, actually I have the 017 and the Marine Master Quartz.
Okay.
Those are my first Marine Masters. So
So how do you choose between this one and the black one?
the black one, the 017.
Is it also on the strap code or on the
Yes,
original?
It's
Not,
it's in
but
there.
also Jubilee.
Angus Jubilee. But
So you really like the Jubilee bracelet, I can see.
yeah, maybe because of the heft it brings to the watch.
Yeah.
The watch itself. Sa original kasi, when you use the original, parang top heavy siya, eh.
I see. So there's more balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yun, it's a matter of my mood for that particular day. If I want to use the 012, the 017, or the Quartz Marine Masters, yun, ganun lang siya naglalaro.
Beautiful
So there's
piece.
the 012.
And of course, we have here yet another beautiful piece. And of course, with the spring drive.
Spring drive, yes. The thing that drew me to the spring drive, because it was like compared with the analogy of the Ferrari car back in the early 2000s versus the present Ferrari car, the present F1 Ferrari car. They compared the movement of the spring drive versus the caliber 3135 of the Rolex.
Okay.
So the caliber 3135 is smooth, high beat, gets the job done, very very accurate. But there's something at a loss with that particular movement.
Okay.
So what they did with this particular with the spring drive is that they harnessed a lot of power for that particular movement for it to perform much better.
Yes.
No? So yun parang analogy nila.
Yes.
So this is also a milestone movement for Seiko when it was released back in 1999. They had the prototypes before they released it in Basel World. No, so just like the Accutron, the traditional balance wheel and the escapement was replaced with they call it the tri-synchro regulator, and it controls the amount of power that controls the sweep,
Okay.
the sweep hands, making it a very 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 accurate watch
And smooth.
and smooth.
Yeah, super
very.
smooth.
I don't know if it's officially called the MM600.
Okay.
No, they just call it the 600-meter diver
Okay.
for Seiko because sa Marine Masters kasi
It says,
you see
yeah.
the Marine Masters.
Yes, yes.
they share the same case design
Okay.
coming from the 615.
But I love this wild bezel and the hex on this. It really
Yeah.
it's
Yung-
different.
Yeah, yung hex screw sa center link ng end link gives that parang macho appearance of the watch.
And it's
Even-
quite light for a substantial watch.
quite substantial because they use titanium.
I
with
see.
this.
So it's a titanium piece.
Yeah. And you know what? I read online also that it's very,
Finishing.
very hard for them to finish titanium alloys,
Yeah.
compared to
Stainless
stainless steel. It's much
Yeah.
easier. I handle, because since I use metal also for surgeries.
Okay.
So I'm quite accustomed to seeing titanium implants, stainless steel
Yes.
implants, and the stainless steel implants are matte looking,
Okay.
compared to this titanium
I see.
watch case. So it's very, very difficult to get this kind of finish. So kudos to Seiko for doing this.
What I like about your Marine Master and this, MM600, as I learned today, is that the crystal is flushed, so you don't really get any chips, no?
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the edge, because that's what I noticed on the older pieces. Well, not this one, but on some of the other older pieces, the lens, the crystal is protruding, so sometimes you get like this in the
Banged up or-
sumo,
yeah.
you get chips on them and whatnot. But
Mhm.
I guess apart from that they're real hard tool watches and they're supposed to be abused. I guess that's really one of the features that they put in there. But even between these two, you can see talaga the spring drive.
The difference.
Yeah.
Though the Marine Master also uses a very nice movement caliber, the 8L35. They call it the undecorated Grand
Grand
Seiko
Seiko,
movement.
yes.
So it's also a high beat movement, but the spin.
Did you see his
rate
eyes twinkle when he said Grand Seiko? So, watch out soon for Doc Gio.
Hunting for one. Hunting for one.
Looking for a Grand Seiko. So again, Doc Gio's enablers, he's waiting. So, tell us a little bit about the Grand Seiko that you're looking for.
May mag-private messages. I'm looking for the Gen 1 Snowflake.
And he's been all over Japan already looking for it, but no success.
No avail, no. Wala.
No.
Parating Gen 2 na lang yung nakikita ko.
So what makes the Gen 1 and Gen 2 different?
Technically I don't know, but aesthetically, the Seiko logo and the Grand Seiko logo on the dial makes it a more balanced.
I
There's
see.
a more balanced thing going on.
Yes, yes.
Pagka ganun yung nakikita mo as compared to the Gen 2. So,
I don't know why Seiko forgets that all the time. No, between the Gen 1 and Gen 2, they put so many things, they put so much text and all of that, then they forget about the balance. No.
Yeah, but I think they know what they're doing because this is just a fraction of the population that they're going to handle, the SWCP.
24,000 members. I think we're one of the biggest clubs in the world.
I don't know. Maybe the president can send my people.
The president who recently had to get a legit check for some reason.
Check.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stop here, guys. So, thank you so much, Doc Gio, for sharing with us. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this part 2 with Doc Gio, and we'll see you soon.